seconds for it to make it to YouTube. Or 20. So that's the usual delay. And I'm going to turn off the audio of mine for now, but I'm still with you.
It's good.
I think we're live, or no?
Let's check it.
Probably are. So hello, top cut of the Berlin Megacity for 2026. We have had a couple interesting incidents happen and information that has hit our earpieces just now. Apparently, Augustus has gotten a game loss for playing one sericulture, one Yogi Ure in their deck instead of two sericultures, which is like one of the ways of all time to get a game loss, for sure.
It is the weirdest way to get a game loss, especially in a deck that definitely plays 3/2s just for the stat line and not for the effect. But such are the rules, and he's unfortunately going to have to go through the lower bracket if he wants to win this thing because of that now. But we're adding a new way to get a game loss to the books.
Yep.
It's not 4 cleavers, 4 moshings, a wrong card.
Game loss for multiple same cards.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure someone
the cards are identical.
Yeah, someone at EMEA put Sure Gamble twice in their deck, as far as I heard last year. So
Sure Gamble twice, like 2 copies or 6 copies?
6 copies.
Oh, yeah, that's cheaper all the time.
Yeah, exactly. It was a Shaper deck though, and I think Creative Commission might have been banned at that point.
They knew what's happening.
They knew it was coming back, exactly.
Because I don't think deck lists are public yet on Cobra, but
know.
I think we have some input on there. At least we know the IDs technically.
I'm assuming the players know each other's deck list, and you're deciding what side to play based on that. But us, the viewers, don't have access to that yet.
Yeah, the casual enjoyer. Printed deck list, like we have the technology.
Oh damn. The budget is there for an actual printer.
Or somebody printed it at the local library today before coming over.
That makes more sense, yeah. So we have Council, Seymour 2, Basington, Watzlaw, Pouch of Lavender, Augustus Caesar, and Robin Dante. So we'd seen a bunch of these players yesterday. That's like the good part of watching Table 1 is that you get a lot of the top players of the tournament.
Yeah, 100%. I think not sure how much we were following Table 1 yesterday, but yeah, have seen
Close
some
to
of the
at
players
least.
lots of times.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have missed Council and Watzlaw. I'm not sure.
They were both on fixed seating, so you wouldn't have seen them on the stream. That's for sure. But I think we've seen almost everybody else.
I think Watzlaw and Council kind of a long time known European players, so probably people have seen them around. Council, in example, like one grand finals of a online tournament series where the match went 2 hours and the TO was angry as hell.
I wonder who that was.
Not saying any names. And I think the players are right now choosing which sides to go play. I'm sure I had like a view with all the like selection of IDs. Oh, there. So, couple choices. Seymour 2 playing PD and Arizona, and Council gets to choose either Melius U into Arizona or Hiram into PD. Your takes?
I have no idea what to expect from the Hiram, but I know Arizona has quite a good time into Melius U, especially the Glacier ones. You can trick past a bunch of the ice and disable a lot of the nasty things that Melisue can do. So depending on whether the Melisue is more glaciary or has more tricks, I think Arisana might not be the most favorable matchup for Council. So I think they will lean towards playing the Haram into PD, which I have no clue how that matchup goes, but it feels less unfavored than the Melisue into Ari, personally.
Yeah, it depends a lot on what kind of a PD list it is. I feel like some of these rush PD kind of things could be going a bit too fast for the PD to keep up pace, or the Hiram to keep up pace. But maybe if it's something like the asset PD list, and you don't actually have to run R&D to like keep getting glances at it, and then you can just like go and steal everything you need.
I was looking at faction diversity. We have, as expected, a lot of Jinteki. Half of the cut is Jinteki. We have 3 HPs, and the only non-HP, non-Jinteki is Basitons playing Ob, which is the 64 card rig shooter Ob that we've seen yesterday on stream. An unfortunate, what do you say? An unfortunate texture of the top cut for him is that there are 5 different shapers playing against him, and they're all quite ready for that kind of rig shooting angle that his deck is bringing out. So I wouldn't call Basitons the favorite here, unfortunately, for him.
We did see yesterday him playing into the Robin, and that match went really close and managed to be taken by the Robin. And they didn't even have to fight through the rig shooter stuff on the remote, mostly just went through a lot of central accesses through the kind of porous ice on central servers, and then managing to sneak it out. Other matches, Pouchlovan and Augustus already been decided by Augustus getting a game loss.
Yeah, we're unfortunately missing out both of the 2 Anarchs in the top cut. We were destined for an AUCO into an Anarch game at some point, but we're not gonna see that one. And depending on what the lat is, we wonder if Basitons will elect to play Musliat into AUCO, which is not the greatest matchup for the runner, or if the Ob will actually end up facing another Shaper. And I think we're left with the table 3, which is an HP Shaper mirror, where the Robin gets to pick either PD into lat, which is usually quite good, right?
PD into lat. Yeah, I would assume so. It depends a lot on what kind of factions it actually is. Or like the deck list specifically. If you have like a more setup heavy lat, that could struggle into getting into stuff early on. But like any camp lat can go toe to toe with some PD versions.
So knowing the Robin and their history of PD, I'm leaning towards this being a core damage PD. The kind of list that fast advances the salvo testing and then uses the core damage to score out ontological dependencies. He played something similar at Worlds last year. He recently published a list with vulture funds in it. So it could definitely be the kind of angle that Robin decided to play this Megacity. I wonder how that matches up into Dante's lat. A lot of research I wish we had deck lists to comment on.
You just call random cards out and say that they're in the deck list.
Yeah. Someone get Third Duck on the phone. We won the deck list.
You have to like start pulling up random cards. Like, okay, real ball knower question. Do you remember what the card is that exchanges server like ice between servers that came in Ashes?
Exchanges ice in a server?
Like switches the ice placement.
Timberrig?
No, like the runner card.
Oh, the runner card. Oh boy. I'm assuming it's a Shaper card.
Yes.
The only... Ooh, is that an event?
I think it was like a research or something.
Wait, in Ashes or in Reign Reverie?
In Ashes.
That would be Cordyceps then.
No real ball, no answer.
Let's go. I was thinking of a different set. That's why I was confused. But yeah, Cordyceps.
Oh, yeah.
Famous card for not seeing a lot of play.
Famous card for being instantly replaced by Tao's ability.
Yeah, exactly. In the span of a set and a half, I think.
So we, on the commentary, we can just claim that Robin is playing 3 copies of the Cordyceps as like a central pleasure tool.
Even though we've seen the Robin play and we don't expect
Yeah,
that to happen.
those just were in the bottom half. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. The bottom 10%, I think, because we've seen the Magdalene draw a lot of cards.
Oh, yeah, true. We almost like decked out with the deck.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be really funny though.
It would, yeah. I do not disagree with that.
Get some of the cards from the bad half of the Ashes cycle, not just all the good ones.
We're playing Cordyceps, we're playing In the Groove.
In the group, notably a pretty good card sometimes.
Pretty good sometimes, pretty mediocre most of the other times.
Yeah, it definitely has like... It's definitely a card where like you know that there's a whenever clause on it, because it's either really ass or really broken.
Yeah. As someone who tried to break that card and managed to break that card a few times, I am aware of the powerful things that it can do, but at the same time, it usually falls flat.
Yeah, similar vein as in like Power Tap or other coded historical cards.
Yeah. Power Tap was a menace.
Yep. I'm kind of sad that I didn't manage to play it. Like Power Tap Security, like it sounds fun as hell.
You would have liked that deck, yeah.
I don't know if that's a compliment or like this.
No, I mean I know your taste. The deck wasn't like miserable to play against, but I think it suits up again with your taste of decks.
Okay. Wait, this didn't even play the... What's a Torment Nexus card which de-reses the ice?
The what?
Hardware, de-res on ice you have, but was pressed this turn.
Mag Electric? No,
No.
you're talking about Rubicon Switch.
Yes, Rubicon Switch, forward 9, Security Nexus, all that good stuff. I guess that's more of a... like Zamba, Arvor, Almakua thing.
Oh my god. That thing is gross in Eternal. I wonder if how it was in Standard.
Probably pretty key now.
Yep. We're starting with Dante into the Robin.
In the deck box, you see one of the halves being much larger. Do you think that's just the cards falling over, or is one of the decks like extremely huge?
No, I
looks
think
like
it's
the cards were folded over.
yeah, exactly. Although I really wish that it was the other way around. We had a massive Elio deck. That would have been funny. But no, it looks like a regular 49.
Unluck.
You're a fan of the 74 card Elio?
Yeah, massive fan. I would never say anything bad about my favorite decks.
Hmm. Sounds suspicious.
Oh, we do see the Magdalene again. Maybe Cordyceps getting played this time?
We'll see. It's pretty good against Elio. You get to shuffle around the Bioraids. Did we get any Bioraids in Vantage Point?
No. They cannot print more Biroids while this ID is legal.
I mean, we did see one, but I wouldn't trash it to Elio.
Oh, Ansel, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
2.0.
It is quite large, quite
But
expensive.
like, imagine printing like a new Naija or something while Leo is in the format.
I wish. That would be funny. No one played Naja anyway, so it's like, I don't think...
Yeah, but Leo wasn't in the game.
We're starting with a scored...
Scored ADT?
Oh, no, never mind. We're checking for light. That makes more sense.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been
Start
hyped.
one on the score area.
Yeah. Robin picked the side, but you get to start with a scored agenda. It sounds like a fair trade.
It's like playing the Basher Boga roguelike thing.
Oh yeah.
Where the corp just starts with agendas.
Our players shuffling. I think we can. I mean, Robin is not here. We can see in the background more players getting ready. I believe that's based on the back of the room shuffling up against. I'm assuming. I can check. You don't have to guess.
No, it's better when you guess, when you spread as much misinformation as you can.
Fair enough. It should be Watzlaw, the opponent on the other side of the table.
Yeah,
I have a question for you, Axel.
Mhm.
You know better than me. When you get a game loss in Top Cut, does the top player still get to decide the side?
I think it should be randomized by the OP guidelines.
That makes more sense.
I think in Toronto, there was a match where like both players in the top cut managed to get a game loss for an illegal decklist. So I think that much at least was randomized.
Yeah, no, I know there's rules for that. You randomize who loses, and then whoever wins instantly loses the next game.
Yeah, so somebody can go to grand finals automatically.
In top 4, I think they're in top 8, right?
In top 4, yeah, top
Yeah.
4,
But you
top
get to
8, you get to the winners final,
which is already pretty good. You're potentially 2 to 3 wins away from winning the whole thing.
Imagine getting like buy, sweep, ID into your opponent game, losing twice into win-win, and winning entire tournament with like 3 wins.
Hey, I sense an undefeated player against like the better players of the tournament. Right? You didn't win the first 3 rounds against 3 randoms. You won against people who had a very good score.
True.
That being said, yeah, that would be an historic run.
Yeah, definitely would get some conversation going on the online platforms.
Yeah. I mean, people should start using better deck lists that they don't get game loss from.
Could be, but I think that is not as fun. You sometimes need the drama.
Okay, I see. It's Cordyceps Magdalene. We are fully spreading misinformation here.
100%. I've
Okay.
never told an honest truth in my life.
Checks out. Meanwhile, we still don't know what sides are being played in the first few games. But I'm sure as the game goes on, our TO will tell us. We have a sneak peek into the deck list. And oh my, there's a bite in this LEO list.
Oh, so you can lie about the deck lists and I can't?
Would you? Fair enough.
Which is more believable?
Fair enough.
Which is more believable, that the Shaper deck has Cordyceps in there, or that the Leo deck has a bite in there? Like, come
You
on.
know that the bite is more believable than the Cordyceps.
Maybe.
There's also Miyosho. Like, I'm liking this brew from Dante. A lot of interesting choices.
Yeah, going a bit faster on scoring plan. We have them let them dreams, other 2-pointers. And otherwise just solid eyes, solid upgrades. And kind of playing like Clarping PD as almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Robin's deck that we saw yesterday, I think we saw most of the deck already. So going to be trying to get the twinning down, going to attack multiple servers with Baker. And
I was wondering whether the Robin
convert
was
a lot of
on.
multi-access.
Yeah, I was wondering whether the Robin would be on one after image, but it turns out it's just Revolver as the killer solution.
Mm-hmm.
And one Pelangi to deal with some of the other.
Yeah, I think Mantle
sentries.
basically for installing twinnings.
Exactly. Triggering twinning using Baker and just paying.
Yeah, sorry, I had gotten a new deck, so because yeah, my
We can hear the players. They're a little bit loud on our ears. If you want to, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he gave me an official warning, as far as I know. But he just he wrote me yesterday when I was home. He was like, "Oh, we need to."
Yes, I mean I would go even lower if.
You can't play with these cards. And so now he brought his own collection.
There you go. I think we want to hear them as we yap about them. We can shut up and listen to them in moments of extreme tense.
I mean, I always do the riffle shuffling, man.
But this is
extreme
the perfect audio. I think our chat can help us gauging the loudness of the players if they want more or less. I can just turn it down on our end if necessary.
I think.
Anyway, now I'm allowed to play, so that's cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Better than not playing. I mean, it was nice enough to help me with the sleeving and all that, so yeah. But the downside is now.
I'm assuming timer stopped at the top. I'm assuming players are waiting for a go ahead from RTO, shuffling up, doing their mulligans.
Yeah, I believe so. We are just waiting for the official go ahead, and then we can start going in.
I was thinking yesterday night, top 8 for a 27 player feels generous.
It is. It's like, not sure if that's the official guidelines, but it's about there.
All right.
I mean, there was a talent event with the same amount of people and same amount of top cut placement, so.
We played top 4.
I mean, the 1 year where I got into top cut was top 8.
Oh, yeah. We reformed after that one.
Top 8, top with tiebreaker as well.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I'm still a fan of tiebreakers.
I hate it so much. Both the testing team and the format.
Aye, fair enough. I keep losing to SOS. Like as a team, we kept bubbling out. So
yeah, just play better. Get better matches.
Play better opponents.
Get your opponents to be better, like you tutor them.
After you beat them, you give them tips.
And then you get onto like everybody will start complaining about your behavior.
Yes, we are, Robin.
Trying to pull up the results. Apparently, from 25 people, it's supposed to be top 8 cut.
Oh, okay, so we missed it by a slim and Italy. Never mind. Everybody's following the rules then.
Yeah, it's kind of. Imagine. Okay, we need a format where we can like have top six, and other.
You're the one with the power to change the rules.
Sadly, I'm not the only one who has the option.
No, I know, but like make an argument for it and have people change the rules.
Okay, I can make the argument here, and you can tell me if it's cohesive. We need something between top 8 and top 4, right?
Do we?
Yeah, it's hella large of a gap. It like doubles the amount of people in there.
That's fair.
Oh, we're starting the game. Never mind.
Looks like we're off. We'll get back to our conversation in a second. For now, it looks like click 1 draw from Dante.
Yeah, get those cards in hand to get the option.
There's a caveat emptor, I think, at the top of his HQ.
Yeah, looks like it. Playing it?
Yep. Gaining all the money and letting the Shaper player take 1 extra click. This is usually where the Magdalene starts with a 4-card ritual.
Yeah, 100%. And then you like throw your headset at the wall.
Yeah, it looks like we missed it.
Yeah, so it just has to keep drawing 2 different arts on the daily cast.
I was about to mention that as well.
Yeah, I think there was like a accident with some like water damage on Robin's deck, so might have some cards salvaged from other decks. So that might be a reason for a mixture of altars.
Yeah, we can't expect our players to know in advance they will have water damage. For now, Robin making up some credits, keeping the hands full. Let's see what Dante responds with.
Yeah, looks like we're going for a quick jam. Installing cards in the remote server. Kind of has to go a bit faster against Magdalene, where Magdalene will set up the engine and access 3 cars in a turn, and you just need to get over the finish line before that comes online.
Do you think that's I didn't spot it? Do you think is it an agenda or just the first of many? Not Charlotte, Marcia that Dante will
I think
have.
there was a
around?
agenda in hand, but
Mm.
it's either a really valuable upgrade or a agenda. That if we pull up the list, I don't think there's a lot of resources in here. Regolith mining license, 3 humanoid resources, so could be also some of those. Using
All right,
everything up.
it could be. It definitely looks like something important because the second ice on the remote, rather than protecting any of the centrals, kind
Yeah,
of
this
tells us that Dante
I think-
wants that protected.
Yeah, 2 pinholes in the Robin's lists, so cannot be super sure that that's going to be staying around, but still probably safer this way than like having it be attackable normally.
Spec would start a turn off, and then we have more cards. I have no idea what that one is.
It looks pretty shiny.
It does, yeah. I'm jealous instantly.
Hashtag ban altars or something. Get it trending.
Nah.
Yeah, just pumping other daily cash on table. Get the drip going. Get that cash while you still can. Especially this early on, those will be staying around. Oh, Propeller.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, lets you actually challenge the remotes a bit faster. Drawing more agendas. Oh, human resource, that's huge. Get your tempo advantage, get cards installed in the remote, and start scoring agendas as fast as you can.
The one question here is whether Dante will manage to play an operation at the end of this or not. We have a caveat tempter to do that, so plenty
Yep.
of options.
The caveat tempter probably giving the click if we're not doing a super fast push.
Yeah, I don't expect
Regal
Dante
is
to.
going in there, so we're going to be clicking for credits a while. And this is letting the Robin get more time. More time to just do anything that he kind of wants to do here.
Especially because the hand is, I think, contains at least 2 Let Them Dreams, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
So-
2 Let Them Dreams and the third agenda, so might be for real 3 agendas already. Yeah, 2
Right.
Let Them Dreams and a train. So we are. Oh, and ritual for 4
instantly
cards.
punished.
That's like the biggest bad feeling on playing Caveat Emptor.
Yeah. And it happens every time.
Somehow, yeah. They either have that or deep dive exactly when you're lining this up. They're playing shape like Anarch and they still have it.
For now,
We also have
Robin.
one of twinning in hand. So clock is ticking.
Nothing to charge it up just yet, but yeah, Robin will set it up quite soon. For now, in full-on Eurogame mode, just putting things on the board as efficiently as possible, making resources.
I think the previous game we were happy enough, like SMCing for a mental to start changing it up.
Right, I remember.
Still need for the engine, we still need a Lillipad basically, but other than that, it's kind of starting to look at least some parts online with the cards in hand.
Yeah, you can tell Robin kind of expected this matchup to go long and picked up. They played a deck that can just slowly but surely build up an amazing engine.
Yeah, interesting R&D pressure in there. Just weave in the poke and R&D, get a bit of information. Know that there's a draft on the table. That if you face check that one, it's going to be looking bad.
Yeah, you don't want to give the caveat tempter back to the Elio when they're pushing an agenda. And also using the clicks efficiently to get the install on Magdalene at the end of the turn. So never missing out on that Magdalene value.
Yeah, got to get that value when you still can.
We're not clicking the Regolith.
No, didn't you go double ice first and keep the regolith in there? Are we just afraid of the pinhole threading? Like if you open the regolith, get it pinholed, is that too bad for you?
It doesn't spark joy, that's for sure. There's only 2 panels in Magdalene's list. But I think the problem for Dante here is that we're taking this very slowly. And by the time you're done with clicking that regularly, which I'm assuming you want to at least consume for most of its value, you'll be down. Like you would have given the runner a lot of clicks to set up more, make more credits. Robin is already on 25 credits.
Yeah, we do not have the center breaker yet. And a more consistent fractal as well, so still has time. And the ice does cost a bunch in the Leo deck, so might be just trying to get in with like, because the Magdalene deck doesn't make that much money during the runs and with the runs, and you can actually kind of tax them with the extra Leo triggers everything. So might be just going that way.
Possibly. It makes sense, although with a single ice on each remote and Baker being able to access a lot of these centrals for the cheapest of their value, it'll be interesting to see how this Elio actually managed to tax out the Shaper list. For now, the first of the two daily cast pops, we've ran out of credits on that one.
It always looks like the opponent has millions of credits, and then they actually start playing the game, and those credits will dwindle more fast than you ever expect.
Yeah, absolutely. They're both of them are sitting on a pile of cash, but neither of them has installed or rezzed the brunt of the cash they're gonna spend on actually interacting.
Kind of this Wild West duel at the dawn.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
Players waiting up, holding their guns holstered and ready to pull at any moment.
The classic American or the Mexican standoff where both players are like, "I am ready to shoot you at any moment. Just give me a second."
Yeah, and I think it's going to be the corp that has to kind of pull first. When any agenda starts being advanced in the remote, that is kind of the go ahead for Robin that stuff is happening.
Mm-hmm.
The Mercia is going to be extremely important in actually creating the taxing situation at all.
Yeah, Mercia really good. Finally getting some value over turn, every turn after turn for the corp. Really necessary here.
Yeah, seeing an instant res on that one.
More ice on the remote.
Oh yeah, that was the last click of the turn, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So just camp out the regolith, take Mercia, get even more eyes on the remote, and this is starting to look like a threatening remote already.
That's for sure. Now the extra ice in archives makes a little bit more sense. Dante protecting the Mercia from a pinhole, making sure that the Robin cannot turn off the value engine right off the bat. We'll see what Robin response here is. Looks like we're running HQ.
Yeah, go HQ. Sleipnir, the horse. 5 credits to break at this moment. Will it get a bit cheaper after we install our third breaker?
I believe that's 6 credits.
Boost twice, break for 3.
Oh, we have a propeller, right. I don't know why I forgot that was a...
Bad commentary, misinformation.
Yeah.
Now, breaking for 5. A pretty fine number. Like
Accessing 3, though. We know 3 of those 4 cards are agendas, so Dante in a bit of a pickle.
Misses the one that we get both of the Let Them Dreams. I think Dante extremely happy with that the train is still safe in HQ.
That is the lowest value possible for Robin to access there. We're still missing the 3 big points in the train that's still hiding in HQ.
Yeah, might be like the feeling that both of the players got the best that they feel that could have happened. The Robin getting like, oh, I got 2 agendas, that's nice. And Dante being like, yeah, the train stayed safe, that's so important.
One unfortunate fact for the Robin is that he hasn't gotten his console down yet, and that's a lot of draw. We know the setup at the end is like 8 to 9 programs, so there's definitely more cards to be drawn with Lilypad, but you would love to find that in the earlier setup. For now, Dante pushing the train right away before Robin finds it and snipes it in HQ.
Yeah, really fast install advanced, just go get the train scored. And then you have so much more less stuff to try to figure out on these coming turns. Depending on, of course, how nice R&D will be to you.
Robin, a bit of a memory issue here. Only 5 available. You can't install a SMC and use it to find your revolver, for example.
Kinda, maybe having to decide here, are we going to the remote or do you just need to let this one go and shore up your attacking power in the meantime?
Yeah, it looks quite tough to get into the remote with the Mercia just being able to sacrifice itself with the Elio ability to stop a run. Looks like we're just clicking for a ritual here and probably setting up more or starting to access centrals again.
Yeah, best part of the twinning is that you just don't need to interact to get the counters on there. So you can just like wait around, get more counters on it, and dig for those multiple 3-card accesses. Like continuously. Right now, every other turn, and after we get the second mental down, just every turn access 3. And we are going R&D, kind of finding the opening while the remote is being advanced, checking R&D in the meantime.
We know one of the eyes that Dante found was a drafter. We'll see if this is the case or not. For now, Dante looking at the bin. We know there's a simul chip on the board, so
I think that was then the Ansel 2.0.
Oh, good point.
Am I correct? No, drafter, never mind. Never mind. Drafter extremely huge share. Cannot. Yep. Oh, maybe checking if there was an SMC and will this drafter fire or not.
We're getting a Caveat Emptor back in hand. That's a lot of money for Dante here. And we're just gemming for free the Regolith. We'll see if the Robin ends up trashing it or not later. We're now accessing 2 with twinning. Looks like we found a Mercia, but nothing else to steal.
Yeah, maybe. Luckily for the Robin, that was not the most important drafter. Getting a Caveat Emptor is annoying, but is ultimately fine. And the Regulus mining license you can kind of leave there for time being, and you can go get it just for 3 credits because it's not going to be defended at all.
Setup keeps going. We have a Nuka ready to use next turn, and it looks like Dante will be able to score that agenda unless something more something more important happens here.
You can exchange your turn for 7 credits here if you want. Get the regular mining license, open it up, get your cash, because the remote is not. It's basically as secure as it was last turn. Though the Robin will get 3 more cards drawn for next turn, and if there is a advanced 3 scoring out the regular or the train.
We're just pushing our agenda out. It looks like Dante wants the server empty for whatever he draws next turn. We're just we're just playing a hedge fund to bounce back with a few credits.
And again, the same question on if you can go. There's like a situation sometimes where the opponent scores the agenda and then you go attack the remote after the opponent has kind of made themselves a bit poorer. And just go kill the Mercia now. That is not as important for Dante to defend it. But doesn't look like we're doing that. Just deciding to go trash Regolith and play more Econ.
Yeah, you're right. There's definitely some amount of value into chasing down the upgrade now that the corp does not want to spend all the credits to defend not as much in the remote, and maybe might not want to res all the eyes. But I think Dante's sitting with enough credits that he would be happy defending the Mercia, and that would end up costing a lot of money to the Robin, who ends up having to trash one of the propellers to install a self-modifying code.
Yeah, just not finding any more MU. Going to be extremely annoying. Has to get this down now. Now actually able to threaten the remote quite effectively. but will still be expensive.
I wonder if we'll pop the SMC in the corpse turn just to get the DDMZ value as well as the trigger on twinning by using mantle.
Yeah, just maximum utilize the mantle twinning combo.
Exactly. Dante in the tank. Oh, never mind. Pushing another agenda. I might totally missed that one. Passing turn right
I think
away.
we drew that one this turn then, because we for sure were empty in hand for a while.
Yeah, I think that was the case too.
Yeah, looks like we are just pumping the unit in the meantime. Get the twinning counter and can start accessing trees. Now this is actually the situation where the Robin is really scared by the Mewshu in the deck, as we saw from the deck lists. Just advance 3, score train, and play the Mewshu is like a winning combination of cards.
Yeah, really tough position for the Robin, who knows most of the cards in Dante's hand. We missed one of the cards, I think, the Robin accessed earlier, but we haven't checked the hand from in Dante for a while.
It's kind of scary to draw here with a lot of cards stopping the runs by themselves. Drawing the revolver is not a nice feeling. Wait, did we have a other killer in the deck than revolver?
I think that's the only killer we have. The only other way to get past sentries is using Palangi.
That's an interesting choice in deck building. I guess just relying on simul chips. Simul chips are not as taxed in this list as they may be in other ones. So you can kind of use revolver multiple times. And revolver is extremely efficient if you use it by itself.
Yeah, your other solution is that Baker kind of gets around some of the central sentries. So if you can get an archives that doesn't have a sentry, you can kind of get past one of those with a Baker.
Yeah, popping SMC. What are we getting here?
I think we're
depending on amount of cards in hand, you could go copulation.
That's a possibility. I think we're getting. Looks like we're getting a mantle. That's the consideration that Robin is going through. I think we're just opening up the MU for the killer to come down.
Yeah, Pelangi coming in. And yeah, we have a combination of two simul chips on top of these like temporary breakers. So definitely can get in the remote this turn.
You think so?
I mean, we have 22 credits, right? And none of these breakers actually use cash.
That's true. We only have 2 clicks to do so because we're about to install our killer of the second of the 4.
Time to look if there is a event horizon, but I don't think so.
I don't think so. I didn't see one.
Your full art revolver shown on the screen.
That's a good one.
A shout out to the Ashes booster. Not Ashes, Borealis booster.
Borealis booster, yeah, you're right.
Overclocking
the remote.
Yeah, that's
tons of credits
saving
to play
us
with.
A lot of cash, yeah.
This is where both of the credit pool are going to go down drastically.
Yeah, if you had stocks in Leo Solutions, like you better have sold before this run.
Absolutely. Can we pull out Ansel 2 on the screen? Because I have no idea what the text is. I know it's 4 subs. I can't remember the strength, though.
It gains a remove from being subroutine and 1 more strength for 2 credits.
Oh, okay, I see.
And the click becomes way more annoying.
Yeah, well, obviously Durbin is not going to click any of these. He doesn't have the clicks to do so, and you really need the clicks to get in the server. But it feels like 3 to 4 bullets and some amount of credits. You might want to let some of these fire, unfortunately.
The remove one actually looking kind of annoying against Shaper here.
Yeah.
Oh shit, sorry, actually. Can I use them from the overclock?
Yeah,
using the overclock and not using the money. Yep.
Oh, even more big guys, Bran.
Ooh, that's annoying.
Yeah, nowadays Bran needing to take the full 3 counters. If you don't have a super gimmicky card like Saber Trooper Talut, and will be just 1 brand that we can get through. Paying the 1. And then popping Mercia here, ending the run completely. And we'll have to fight through this Ansel and Brand twice.
Now, the bad news about for Robin here is that the only 5-3 in the deck, I think, are Melius Express City luxury lines. Oh, there's one
Oh,
sentiment.
we don't have the second click anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe a mistake on the click for draw, first click, and not just going in. Selling out the propeller.
It looks like we're
I think
just
we
conceding
did
the
manage-
agenda here.
Yeah, we did manage to get Dante on 4 credits. So cannot threaten out the Mioshu line this turn yet.
We bought ourselves another turn, and I think Robin is going to switch his side to the centrals, try to lock R&D as hard as possible, make sure that they cannot get another agenda in there.
Yeah, 3 advancements.
Just scoring
Getting the
another
extra
train.
train in there.
This is where finding those 2 Latin Dreams from hand comes in really clutch for the Robin. The single run HQ finds enough points that Dante cannot just jam on our agenda here. He doesn't have it. Looks like we just click for a credit with the extra click with the luxury line.
Yeah, definitely not. Doesn't feel the best.
1, 2,
And going in R&D this time, going to access 3. And might be pivotal
Shoot.
cards here. All the 3 stay on top, so nothing accessed there that was trashed or taken as our agenda. And maybe that makes HQ also can be clearer when we didn't jam anything last turn. This does mean we have way more time to set up and get the cash back in.
Remote, not as safe right now, especially when you're not pushing a train and your opponent knows they can just run it, click 1. But definitely, I would expect HQ to be clear in this moment. And it looks like we're just clicking for credits on Dante's side.
Clicking for credits. We will need to find a way to get through the R&D lock here.
Mm-hmm.
R&D locking for 3 agendas or 3 cards turn is a really powerful strategy here.
Silver lining for Dante is that Robin can't exactly get past that drafter easily. The revolver is out of bullets, and you don't want to expend all of them just to get a few axes here. Not drawing any more cards means the Robin only gets 1 access extra by using all of his twin encounters.
Yeah, this is like a situation where you really would prefer to have an echelon in somewhere.
Mm-hmm. It feels like it's more set up for a runner here.
Yeah, I think just 1 card drawn off top of the deck, so not a lot of... or 2 cards still known.
Mm.
And you would need to lose all of your twin encounters to get even more cards accessed.
It opens up a line for Dante to just draw, get past the R&D lock, and potentially find something, but I don't think Robin can afford to spend that many resources clearing.
And finally gets the lily pad down after tons of drawing.
Found the lily pad. I'm assuming we're going to see another program here now. We have the MU, and it looks like an SMC, which I think will be turned into a mantle to just pump out more and more twin encounters.
Yeah, based on last game strategy that we did see from the Robin, would make sense. We didn't use it this turn, so might have missed 1 twin encounter as like a complete optimization. Of course, SMC could be just held for value also.
Yes, definitely.
We're
Got the optic for the
playing
hand
Econ,
petty cash, yeah.
and I think 1 card from top of R&D known at this moment.
Yeah, top of R&D is known, is on agenda, we know that for sure.
And having to think about what the line is, you can still draw 2 times, and that would go through the lock, but maybe, yeah, looking like protecting R&D, making sure that going through the lock is not too easy.
Yeah, it might be the moment where Robin pops the SMC, there we go. Forgot to charge the twinning. And finds a baker.
Yeah, that's really good here. straight with Dante was going to protect R&D a bit heavier,
Right. Okay.
getting the
okay.
second card in there that can access through R&D, through archives, and make sure that you have to defend 2 servers before you can actually touch taxing the runner
Yeah, I
out.
mean, I just had the SMC before.
Deck is really small at this point. Robin is about to draw a card from the lily pad,
So we filled this, I get.
or not. Don't think
Technically
it's
my
necessary.
ability.
True, very much true.
Yeah, and going in with the Baker
Run out.
instantly. Get your 3 accesses, I think 1 card still known, so 2 new cards, but Star does also reset the R&D lock completely.
Yep. Ooh, Boomy's annoying. It might turn out clutch in the turn where
Oh, just clicking
Dante
through it.
has to stop the Baker run.
To make R&D. I will see.
Yeah, with the Leo ability.
Mhm.
Leo having the ability to just end the run, by trashing Barrett. MIC no.
Stays. The agendas are hiding away from the Robin and Dante as well, I think.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of agenda points already.
Mhm.
Of course, Runner not really enjoying them as much.
Yeah.
Gives me a draw, which I forgot before, but it gives me
And yeah,
nice
digging
draw.
through the deck. Just kind of waiting until we get the second mantle online. The remote not doing much by itself though.
And they're not unhappy to sit here, cash a few of those petty cash away, get some more credits, and until the agendas pop out, it's fine for now to just sit back for a little bit. But at some point, we'll have to overdraw, get through the lock, and start jamming something. So it's on Dante to decide when to accelerate this game. For now, I think he's happy just sitting back a little bit more.
Yeah, looks like it.
Time in the round?
Thinking about the situation. And I think our only other defensive option is like a Managram Skunkworks. Or going super taxing on the remote. I does make sense for eyes. Can they go at some point to these efficient but temporary breakers will start running out of counters. We have 3 simul chips online, so we can reset propellers and revolvers 3 more times.
There is
Also
one Rising Tide in the
yeah,
list.
one Rising Tides of propeller is not the only fractor.
Mhm.
Not going full 2024.
Yeah. Drawing even more. I think I forgot to reset the mantle credit. I might
No,
be there.
it's there, it's there.
Just
It's just the visibility sometimes being interesting in
yeah.
the nicest way.
We know 2 cards from the top of R&D. Robin here contemplating whether he wants
Going
to.
HQ now. We know top cards of R&D, and just going HQ makes sure that everything is clear. And R&D, the lock in R&D is going to be very tight now.
We're seeing all 3 cards as an MIC, Caveat Emptor, and
I think technically, I think you could have known all of those if you like took notes, but
yes. I believe we had full information of what's in HQ, and I think really important, really clutch for Dante here is keeping that Caveat Emptor in hand. It kind of tells us that we're going to use that for the agenda push, probably install advance and into Caveat Emptor to drain one of the clicks from the Robin, and make sure the agenda is really hard to steal.
yeah, I do need to could even go like double caveat emptor.
Yeah, the seamless launch actually helps in that regard, definitely.
If you
You're
go
right.
double caveat emptor after installing the train, that's like unstealable, right?
It is. You need a second seamless launch, which is exactly what Dante found. Looks like we are overdrawing, trying to find the agenda past the early lock, but we didn't find it. I think that's
Yeah, just
another
not finding it.
petty cache, and that looks like a Mercy, I want to say.
Yeah, Mersha is helpful, not what we kind of need at this moment, but R&D lock is going to go down. We could even see the Boomy pop this turn, depending on what the ice is on R&D.
It would make sense, although yeah, I would expect Robin to just pivot into running R&D in that case.
Click through Boomy.
Just spending clicks through Boomy, and Boomy getting popped. If you can you run R&D?
We have the clicks, but we can't steal a train right now.
Yeah, so this might be the moment. Could be extremely faithful on deciding to spend those clicks, trying to save the revolver counters, try to get maximum efficiency, and
Also, I was trying to figure out how the what we did with the clicks. Did we click through the Boomy? Is that what
we click
happened?
through the Boomy trying to save the.
Oh, and there's a
Is that
train!
the train? Do we see the line?
Have we kept in hand 2 caveat emptors? Is that what
We
Dante
we
did?
have seen one. Do we have the second one? Calculating, it's thinking about it.
Moment or through 7 minutes ago, Dante here in the tank, figuring out if the line is there or not.
Yeah, trying. Probably better check check through the opponent deck list. Is there a way to gain a click? Because if you go for it and your opponent gains a click somehow, I think there is 2 caveat emptors in there. Install.
Install.
And do we see the double caveat emptor?
You're right, there's 2 caveat emptor in there.
Holding the mercy in hand. Agonizing watching this.
Advance. Oh, we might not have the 2 seamless, is that the case?
Oh, could be, yeah. I think we saw some.
We
Yeah,
might have
this
discarded
one
one.
click gone. So the Robin will start the turn with 3 clicks.
Alright.
You just have to go here.
Charge that.
Yeah, has to be first click on the remote.
You
this
can
is-
get there. You can get in click-wise. You have 3 clicks. You need 1 to steal the Melius luxury city luxury line, and 2 to just run remote. And there's a Boomy.
Will attack some revolver counters.
Dante here. Dante's hands are shaking.
And thinking about
6
it,
sentry subroutines to break. How
Yeah,
will the Robin deal with this?
1 revolver being used.
You can do it core.
And taking a
We're
core,
just taking the core damage.
saying yum. Overclock would have been really nice though.
We have the credits for now, I think. 27 credits to go.
Yeah, SMC being
We're
popped for a
getting
revolver.
back the revolver.
And the question now is, do we spend 3 bullets or do you shoot the full salvo to even save a card from archives? Tough decision. I'm not sure what. Yeah, save shooting it all.
Actually, wait, let me think again. Because if you do that,
The brand will be stopping the run unless
continue.
3 counters of the propeller are used.
Not having Rising Tide here is quite annoying. Robin cannot get through that brand twice with this setup unless you're using a simul chip.
Yeah, innermost. Game is going to be depending a lot on this.
It's a
Oh.
Sleipnir.
Sleeping probably the card you don't really want there.
Yeah, the least value ice probably you can get. I think Robin here is doing the math whether he can get back in the remote or not, and I think the math suggests he might be able to.
Yeah, that is going to be burning through a lot of resources here.
Absolutely. But that's the last train. If you get in this time, I think you have an easier job getting in the next time as well.
Yeah,
Now
definitely
we're
true.
breaking the Sleipnir.
It doesn't have to fully break this, but a lot of the subroutines are annoying on this.
Actually break the shuffle as well.
Yeah, completely breaking for 4 credits. And Boomy going out.
Popping the booming.
Having to trust the Boomy instead of an upgrade or anything is actually really important in that
Yes.
we don't have to spend that much counters from Revolver.
I wonder if it's the time to use that Palangi to break through some of the sentries using Unity, or probably the Bran actually. That makes more sense.
Yeah, could be Bran. I think Revolver, we probably can let the removal from game subroutine fire once.
Mm-hmm.
So
And yeah, are we going to remote? Looks like it.
Looks like we are shooting down 3 cards. Oh, you can't let that remove. If you do, you lose
Yeah,
the gun
instantly using
forever.
instantly using the simul chip to get back the revolver, and then letting the trash subroutine fire or remove from game subroutine fire. Are we?
That might be what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe checking that if there's any more cards that we need.
simul chip to get back the propeller.
Oh, overinstalling the propeller as well.
And letting the subroutine fire. Yeah. So Robin decided to install everything he thought might be necessary for the rest of the game, and then just letting the subroutine fire.
Oh yeah,
here.
we don't have. I think we have trashed the program this turn already. So
Yes.
so cannot use the simul chip to trash the propeller and install the new one. If there is just one more propeller in the bin.
3, 3.
And yeah,
We're going
propeller
past the
also running
Bran.
empty.
2, 3.
And at some point in the game, somebody in the commentary said that the Robin has basically infinite credits.
And that
And
is.
yeah, down to
I mean,
5.
we haven't run out of credits yet.
Yeah,
Problem for the
5.
Robin here is that we're only on 5. That is not enough to win the game,
Goddamn.
and the time is ticking.
Yeah, up to 5 points though. If there's a jam this turn, might be decisive. And yeah,
Oh, you know what Dante was playing around? I just realized.
Hmm?
Copulation, taking away the
copulation on the
seamless launch.
Yeah, seamless launch copulation would be so devastating. And yeah, definitely, the Robin had access to all of those cards.
Mm-hmm. Jamming another card. I don't think Robin can afford to run that one. I'm
don't
assuming
think so.
we'll set their sails all the way to the site, rather on R&D and HQ.
Yeah, clean for credits. Time is becoming a factor, so the Robin has to go and dig the accesses now, basically.
First click.
Mentally getting even more charges. Can get multiple accesses, but cannot force a shuffle through
Go to
by...
R&D. I see 3 on R&D.
Or wait, does Sleepner shuffle? Does it work like...
It does.
Yeah, keep on-
It might be a May. Finds nothing.
Wait, that was click
Can
1.
somebody in the production booth pull up Sleepner on the
It is a May. You may shuffle one card.
May
so
shuffle one card.
yeah.
Yeah, so definitely cannot force a shuffle as Gatekeeper used to work.
Okay,
I think we're running very low on chances for the Robin here. Time is ticking down. We might be able to get one more turn, which is at least 1 access if we're keeping some of the twin encounters.
Yeah, looks like we're going HQ. Are we?
We paid something. Looks like we're just passing the turn.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it.
Mandatory.
Ordering the Mewtwo doesn't help this turn.
Oh, we're just letting the Sleipnir fire.
Oh, sure. Yeah, drawing there, making
Finds
it
a
look like
Mewtwo.
there's even more agendas in hand.
Blank card finds a Mercia. We don't have a lot of credits to trash it, but we really
And
don't want this to
has
be on our
play
cards.
right now. If doesn't find any more agendas and doesn't end the turn, doesn't get any more turns.
Back to you.
Did we pass the turn?
I think I've heard back to you.
Yeah, looks like.
That's a
apparently-
mandatory turn. So yeah, Robin has one more turn to play this out.
Yeah, I think we have been told by the production staff that the timer is extremely accurate on stream.
Mm-hmm.
So passing the time on like exactly where, exactly to get one more turn, and Twinning will get one more counter. So basically, I think R&D will get a couple more accesses. Uses the humanoid, opens up more cards for R&D to be accessed.
I think we're looking for any sort of way to slow down the Robin. So any ice, any pyroid that you can install in archives stops the Baker and forces the runner to go through R&D, which might be expensive.
Yeah. Do we know who is the top seed in the tournament?
The Robin is the top seed.
Yeah, so if Robin accesses one more copy of Let Them Dream, he's going to be on the same points, and during a tie situation, the win will go to the player with a higher seed.
Yeah, any agenda for the Robin wins the game on time or by scoring out to 7. Dante will win the game if the Robin can't find any points in this turn. It's all about R&D, although the Robin doesn't know it and might decide to check HU as well.
I think the first plan is to go make as much shot on accessing R&D as you can, and then if that doesn't help, you have to pivot through R&D.
Resources are very
Archives
low
might
here.
be actually more well defended though.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. There's definitely a Mercia there. You don't have any other upgrades outside of maybe a Monogram
I
Skunk
think one Monogram Skunk
and one Void. So
Yeah.
you would probably not run Archives here if you wanted a safe-ish run, but the Drafter is quite annoying. It's 2 credits. We only have 3 to play. 5 if you count the Mantles.
Yeah, and the one Undressed Ice could be kind of anything. If the Undressed Ice is something huge like a Bran, I think that is spelling disaster for us.
Click 1 is credits.
We have
Click
a
for a
few
credit?
clicks to credit. To click for credits.
Yeah, I think pass to run either... All the trains are out. So
But if
can't
you have to,
access last click.
you have to keep in mind that any Bioroid white might stop your last click. So the Robin might have to run twice against R&D.
Yeah, second click R&D. Is this a
What is
Byron?
it?
Boomy, oh,
Oh,
It's a
Boomy.
Boomy.
didn't expect that. Fuck.
Doesn't Entranto. I think we can pay enough.
Paid,
Revolver will be enough by itself. Paying 2 on this,
pay.
and then 2 on the next one.
2 more, getting a twin encounters and just shooting down the Drafter. We have enough bullets and just enough credits to go past that Drafter again if the Boomy gets popped. Looks like that might be the case.
Yeah, like why not at this point?
Try again.
And second to last click going back in. Credit perfect,
C3.
and will access 3.
3 cards. Any agenda does it.
Something. Yeah, alright.
Robin
Stays.
praying for
Stays.
an agenda to win the game.
No.
And
No,
there's
doesn't buy it.
nothing.
Yeah, I have no money. GG.
Yeah, just misses it last turn.
Shakes the hand, and that's game.
Try something into archives.
Yeah, not enough trying to get through R&D. The last agendas were
Okay.
stuck in there.
Those two. Fourth.
Oh, an agenda is the 4th card. Incredible.
Oh no.
FY.
Yeah, you either hate to love or...
2 agendas back to back,
Two
missing
agendas
out
back
by
to back.
very little. Unfortunate for the Robin there.
Yeah, like, I think the real power up that we saw here was the power of the Let Them Dream. Being a card that is lowers your agenda density by so much. Having 2 of those stolen, not actually meaning that much.
Yeah. Dante finding the exact agendas he wanted, found all 3 trains, 2 of the Let Them Dreams, and nothing else. Meant Robin could not find enough points to tie up the score.
Yeah, really tight
Yeah,
lines.
I mean, I guess if we had one more turn,
Let's jump into the players, see what their post-game chat is about.
Nice to fix this or this. Oh. Yeah. Damn it. Ah. All right. Well, that's how it goes. But yeah, well played. Good luck in the next round. At least now I know the matchup. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm happy with the matchup overall. I guess. Yeah. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't, right? But it seems rough for Elio, right? Like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, once I had to score the.
Yeah. Once you have to score, but yeah, getting through
like
R&D like.
in the beginning, it was pretty flooded. Since it doesn't play Spinupter,
Oh.
it's kind of bad that if that I couldn't score the Let Them Dream to
Oh.
get rid of the
Yes.
3-pointer.
Yeah.
You got both
I
of
guess.
them.
I'd rather have one legendary and one 3-pointer, don't FY. But yeah, no, fair.
Yeah, so actually, like scoring those 2 Let Them Dreams was pretty useful.
Cool, yeah. Yeah, because in my mind I was also like, okay, you score one and then I lock you out, and then you got the other one. I was like, oh no. I hope this is a, what is it, Charlotte?
Yeah,
I
and
don't
then
know.
like never other one you can like score anything with Sigmas.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I didn't see any other agendas.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, like that's my experience with the Elio, or so I guess it's like a lot of the time. Yeah, it comes down to where the agendas are in R&D, kind of how fast they come, both for if you want to score and as the runner if you want to steal.
Yeah, like with Blood and Dreams, the density is pretty low. 4 of them were already out.
Let and Dreams are kind of brutal, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's fair. Like scoring sucks otherwise. Like I'm not complaining.
I got lucky. I didn't get punished on the humanite spot. Like,
On the what?
on the humanite resources spot at the end. I should have done that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I thought it was like, okay, it makes sense. You want to block the server so I don't get free bakers, but I guess you also draw to get me more cards, yeah.
Yes.
But also I was thinking like, shit, if you drew an agenda and you just toss it in archives, I will never, I'm just not gonna check it. Like, this is, especially when you put like the Mercia and whatever else on top. That was like, I was like, damn, that would have been, yeah, I just hope you didn't do that on top. It's still hard to kind of. Oh, yeah, here's the sheet back. Here's my sheet.
You want to say something as a goodbye to Aksu or the chat?
No, I hope you have fun watching this game. Shaper for life? No, I don't know. Thanks for commentating. Enjoy the rest of the day. Maybe I'll see you later. Okay, that's all. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Thank you to our players. Lovely post-game commentary. Looks like we have a few more games still running. We don't have all of the results just yet. We know Pocho Lavender won against Augusta Caesar because Augusta's got a game loss, and we now see the Dante taking the win against the Robin. It'll be a little while before the next game because we have a game that's been extended slightly due to a judge call taking some time. And so we might be back soon for the next round of Top Cut. Folks, don't go anywhere.
Yeah, 15 minutes here then.
And we're back, folks, for Berlin Megacity 2026. I am wowarlok. I have Axel here with me, who's currently slightly absent, but will be back in a second. And we're looking at round 2 of the Top Cut. We have Pouch Lavender on the left playing the AUCO against Dante's Lat. I think we're looking at the lead bracket this time around, so we're still in the winner's side. Both players haven't lost a game yet, and we'll get to go through one loss without getting knocked out of the tournament.
Alright, hype. Maybe mistimed the time a bit on my end, but it's all good.
No worries. Players are waiting for the whistle to begin playing. Both capped or mulligan, we have no idea. Looks like 2 agendas in Pouch Lavender hand, so probably not the kind of hand you would love to keep.
It still has a lot of gas going on. Like Ladder Ward cohort turn 1 is helpful. But yeah, maybe I'm mulligan in the end. So probably would have has taken one already. Ripper function, even more gas coming in. No ice though. Depending on the lat's opening, it can go really aggressive and just grind you down when you try to install everything. So going to be interesting to see what happens.
Spring Doctor, click 1 to kind of help reset the hand. Looking at Pouch Lavender's list, we have 2 Reaper functions, 3 Let Them Dreams, 2 Regenesis. So a list that's definitely kind of more geared towards killing than scoring.
Yeah, 100% when you see stuff like Reaper function come online, you start thinking about, yeah, that's going to be a kill list in the end.
Also another one of those matchup knowledge here is that AUCO fairly happy to go low-ish on hand size at times, especially when you're not getting a lot of counters. And that might be tough for Dante to play around. He can't exactly expect to drop low without risking the kill from the corp side.
Yeah, very situationally. Sometimes it also, it basically means you're never killing the runner if you have 6 in hand yourself, or 5 in hand yourself at the start. And you're getting both of these rests, no progressive action early on. Getting 2 triggers on the AUCO, meaning that we also can trigger that one already.
Yeah, we're finding a revolver right away. There's an Ashel in the list, so it's not the only killer gone. And the cohort triggers, trashing a card, gain 2 credits, draw 1, and get another AUCO counter, which we'll probably spend right now. Or not,
like we're
keeping them for later.
Saving it, yeah. You're already drawing a lot on the other cards. So, can make sense keeping it for loading up. And we are also extremely flooded already.
Yeah. 4 agents in hand, not exactly what you want to see, but we have a Spring Doctor to at least hide the heaviest ones right away.
Yeah, can get rid of the Fujis, can maybe keep some of the hybrid releases. Going install advance already. We did discard a card, or trash a card, discard card from hand on the cohort. So it does get just a free install somewhere.
Let's say we're icing up the cohort for free, which makes a ton of sense.
Yeah, cohort definitely is a really important piece on this in this format. Kinda lets AUCO go super aggressive and get out of that rogue online, and a must trash if you don't have eyes on it.
Click 1 draw from our runner. We have an SMC on the board that could be a nice, that could become the Azimuth that helps these shapers list deal with assets. And we'll see.
Yeah, often worth just tutoring for that on the mainly breaker fetcher. Just Azimuth, drip the 2 credits that you use to trash everything. Almost at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, spending 3 to get a tool that will get you drip you 2 a turn for a lot of the game just makes sense money-wise pretty easily.
You get to aggressively trash some of the assets. You will punish the AUCO for playing not enough ice to defend all the stuff. But Budget Lavender came in prepared with a few tech for that as well. For now, trashing the Bladderwort, cutting down the economy from the Echo slightly, although the core is still very much alive.
Ongoing R&D as well. Get a check online. Petty cash.
Finds a petty cash.
Yeah, it's going to be important that we trigger our ID trigger, or like the triggers at the start of turn, like correctly.
Yeah. Budget Lavender doesn't know it, but really wants to fire the AUCO before the cohort so we can either draw and trash the petty cash or just trash it to the ID ability.
Yeah.
It looks like we're lucky in that, or planned it in that way.
Yeah, and pretty easy selection, of course, seeing the petty cash in the pool. There is a world where you take it to hand just to trash it for cohort as well, but basically it's the same thing. Second Bloodboard going down, I guess with the Azimuth online, it's going to be less valuable by itself.
Yeah, hard to protect. It's on the lower end of priority for defendable assets, and so you might not want to.
And where folks drawing like for a turn, just churning through the deck, get all those threat online. Did see a fat come here into the hand, but the no more eyes does mean that that's super hard to set up. And yeah, way more of a flood going on again.
Really tough position for the Corp here. Too many points already and not enough eyes to defend against the Azimuth is just going to generate a lot of value. Silver lining is that Dante does not have a lot of credits right now, playing on 2 with the daily cast pushing to 4 next turn. So not enough money to just easily trash all these assets, but definitely not a position you would wish to be in yourself right now.
Yeah, daily cast coming extremely clutch. Always CRS on.
We forgot to res. I'm assuming we're resing these at the end of the turn because you can't res front company during the opponent turn.
Yeah, also Fat needs to be res beforehand to get the credit online.
Yeah,
this is like a approaching amount of tools that you cannot go and deal super well instantly. Fat on. There was a bunch of agendas on HQ, so if we go accidentally there first, and that might be a tough situation. Also, I need to turn my oven off 1 second.
Don't worry, yeah. There's a genuine risk of accessing cards in HQ and losing, taking 2 damage from the foot. But I'm assuming Dante will have to prioritize trashing the front company this turn. Just making sure that the effect of redirecting the earner's attention to centrals for the first run is off.
Yeah, front company kind of like the most important card in the deck, almost. It's just a lot to deal with. Oh, when the measure response, kind of card you like to trash, but feel like that has to go out.
It's only a one-off in this list. You might be able to find it in HQ later. And with the Spin Doctor sitting on the board, there's no guarantee that that one does not find its way into the corpse hand at some point later on.
Yeah, there's front company and going to take care of the Fat as well.
You don't want to risk a fast advance hybrid release dealing 2 damage as well as installing something. They're just spending the money right now using the wheels. So Dante's fully set up. I think every card in his deck that could deal with assets is practically on the board. He just needs a few more credits. We're now taking 1 Bloodward damage and losing. Oh!
The hedge fund just is managing to sneak by. Also, yeah, no free lunch, definitely an important card. It has to. Both are comparable to each other, probably.
Yeah, closing money. Right now, Dante might have wanted the no free lunch earlier than the Sure Gamble because you can't exactly play Sure Gamble from 2 credits, but I'm sure he'll be able to bounce back in credits in a second. Ayuko firing. Yes. Lavender is just churning through her deck.
Yeah, they have like million cards coming through, but no us to protect anything, so cannot really push anything with the agendas.
Now, important live gameplay of Ayuko's kill check is that you have to remember if you trashed a petty cash or not. So we are
Yeah, we do
firing the
remember
Medicash.
at least one.
Yeah. I believe there might be a second one in there already.
Yes, bouncing up to 7 credits does help. And otherwise pushing more remotes.
Not much to do when you don't have eyes to defend anything. You just jam.
No, and yeah, luckily Dante not really reading that there is this flood going in, and kind of letting HQ breathe, because I think we might win the game if we just run HQ 4 times.
It's not impossible. I think we're holding 4 agendas and a measure response. Although measure response can be scary. Patrol Lavender does have the money to pay for that, and if you find a few too many like Reaper functions or Bloodwords damage at the start of a turn, you might just die from that. You have to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, especially having to think about it. Like branching path is checking archives first, make sure that the Genesis threat is not live. And Spin Doctor going out. The Spin Doctor was kind of important and keeping the agendas in HQ safer, but yeah, having to go out, securing one more fat or a front company.
Looks like FUT plus a face down, which we assume is an agenda, is the choice for Patch of Lavenders. We find another Petty Cache and the third copy of Bloodword.
Yeah, so again, the Flood in HQ is in a tough spot. We have a bunch of tools to start clearing that. Stuff like Moon Pool, more Spin Doctors. Just scoring them also is an option. Of course, no eyes to actually protect anything, but
Core places on 3 Spin Doctors and 2 Moon Pools, so we have more options to shuffle away those agendas if necessary.
yeah,
Now Wheels is checking one of the random remotes. Finds a Reaper function. Great hit for the runner here.
the Reaper function instantly going out. Azimuth taking care of it. Azimuth already dripping 6 credits, so definitely worthwhile include.
Absolutely. 3 clicks to go. We'll see if the runner decides to run more of these remotes, trying to find more assets that are necessary to trash. So we're touching one of the face downs again. Another Spin Doctor.
Yeah, no agenda seems to be to actually protect here. So if this gets trashed, the flood will be even worse.
I think Patch 11 there, you're opting not to use it, and we'll see if Dante decides to trash it or not.
Yeah, have to make them spend the credits to actually get rid of it, with not that many like must keep cards in hand. And yeah, that stays. So can start pitching agendas again, and that is a Moonpool, I think.
It might be. We're trashing it for 3, so it is. Yeah, it is a Moonpool, and it is gone.
Yeah, so agendas again.
Dante further and further from the gamble.
Yeah, Runner is spending a lot of resources keeping this table down, and it might prove that they cannot in the end, because cohort has been churning value, tripping at 2 credits a turn, being a massive increase of credits. And Spin Doctor on table can pitch the Fuji. We have our Genesis on also in the hand. So install Regenesis, install Fat, and ice the Regenesis is like a genuine line here.
Yeah, the cord is the saving grace here for Patch of Lavender. Getting through the deck so aggressively, finding more and more cards, just draining Dante's credits pool even through the Hazimad. You have to go and you have to overwhelm the runner's economy to play around that program, and that's exactly what Patch of Lavender is doing.
It looks like installing 1 card behind the ice and getting another one on the table. Fat behind the ice, this is an interesting choice. Probably not the Genesis on the table then. Or could be just hoping to get the 2 damage in there.
would not be a bad trade, probably.
They're not sure how much money the corporation has. 9 credits, so enough to res anything. And if you face checks into something like a Lions main, it's going to be a tough game clawing yourself out. Wheels going to the remote. Yeah,
Finds
Regenesis on
Regenesis.
table.
Steals it, takes 2 damage.
Yeah, that's this. I guess we're not playing a gamble ever. Gamble still lives. Overclock goes. Probably Overclock actually a card that you really would wanted to keep. Can deal with a Bladder Word super easily. Basically, any card can deal with super easily.
You have to expect Dante to kind of try and build towards that gamble. At some point, you have to play it.
Yeah, didn't spend any money this turn. And go attacking in the Spin Doctor. Yeah, we know the Regenesis was on table, so probably agenda on Archives. Let it be accessed.
We're not
And now
worried.
there is a Fuji in the bin, and just like trying to sell a narrative here.
Or straight facing, keeping honest, as at least trying to send that message. And then Dante gets the lat draw finally. One point each. I think you're right. I think there might be an agenda in our archives that Poacher just opted not to shuffle
I think
away.
it was pitched for the court gunners last turn.
Yep.
We draw into a bite. That can go to the table and be trashing the bite.
Keeping a hybrid release in hand, which we might just use to install the bite to maximum.
Yeah, could be the maximum value.
Yeah. Maximize the shenanigans here.
Yeah, court churning the value again.
Look at how many cards Poacher Lavender has drawn so far.
Yeah, they're just getting through. Agendas are going to start piling up. Just 2 agendas out of the game. Petty cash from waist down might be played.
Yeah, looks like we're far and away from the blood that were damaged, so Poacher Lavender deciding to cash in those petty cash right now, get the money. No, 3 clicks to play.
I'm not sure if we even then drew more agendas here or eyes here.
Couldn't spot it. I'm assuming if we had more eyes, we'd probably be installing it quite soon.
Yeah, install eyes on top.
Instead,
No,
just
yeah,
install
just
advance.
That's a hybrid release going in.
Yep.
Does just snipe 1 damage, luckily.
Finds a gamble that Dante have been keeping in hand this whole time.
And exactly next turn we would have been going up to 5 credits to play it.
Yeah, massive damage to Dante's economy right now, and install something I don't know what it is, but I really want to hope that is the bite. I really want to see a table bite fire here. I think the Corp has been playing the perfect game here where a table bite might actually work.
Yeah, 100%. Discarding 1 to hand size, and a lot of damage is represented on table. Fuji is 4 damage by itself right now, or not by itself. Fuji is 4 damage if you access it right now. Spec work is a nice gamble substitute, getting you your
3 credits, 2 cards back. We have another gamble in hand. So the money is there for Dante, but the breakers are not there. You can't exactly contest the 2 assets, the 2 most important assets here. While you can keep your opponent away from a Regenesis push, you can't exactly stop them from just providing more and more threats on the board each turn.
Yeah, we do have, I think, 2 Simul chips on table. We have SMC in the bin as well, but getting everything on table with the clicks and SMC costing a bit more is going to be annoying.
think 1 click to go for Dante here. We haven't
Yeah.
used the wheels yet.
Yeah,
We might just not.
I think wheels is a kind of an easy line to play, but yeah, if there is a table bite, would provide pretty catastrophic even.
Mm-hmm. We're just clicking for a credit and using it to install them when we had 2 clicks. We installed a symbol chip. A monster gets opened in the background.
Ah, some good stuff.
The good stuff.
Yeah, installing everything, and
Firing off all the startup turn triggers.
and I'm kind of interested to see what the face down is on table. We aren't doing anything with it right now, so it might actually be the table bite.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what's up. It might be a Reaper function. It could be a moon pool that we had to describe earlier.
Yeah, a bunch of options are available.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think there's a power ZP. Oh, there's 2 power ZP, never mind. I'm totally off. So that might be something like that as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Ice Archives, yeah, now it's going to be annoying to check. Now, Corp has kind of been converting this game pretty well compared to how much we were flooded earlier on.
Yep.
And how much the early Azimuth kind of stung. But yeah, Runner may be a bit over committing on to attacking the remotes and keeping the Corp down, while not setting up his own econ plan. And yeah, the front company as well coming down to protect everything.
Now
Can
you're
be
kind of
trash, but still a lot of progress needs to be made.
You're kind of pulling the attention of Dante towards either HQ or ND, and HQ is still quite heavy on agenda points, I think.
I think the game might still be over if we just go HQ archives, so definitely Pouch Flounder not out from this. But it's starting to progress a bit. Of course, just 2-1 on the score area right now. Not too much action on there yet.
Definitely is looking better and better for Pouch of Lavender as the game goes on. For now, click 1, sure gamble. Dante in a lot of has a lot of credits right now to play with. We'll see what he ends up spending those credits for. Both players are aware that the other knows there's a measure response in hand, or at least was in hand earlier.
Yeah, something like a Fuji access into steal the 3-pointer. Going R&D first click, still doesn't choose to go HQ.
Finds a cord.
That's a pretty good hit, even though you probably don't want to trash it. I think just not accessing an agenda there is like what you want to see.
Yeah, the one on the board is already enough value, I think, for Pouch of Lavender, who doesn't want to burn through a deck faster than she already is.
Yeah, and front company instantly going out, kind of. The problem with this political assets, just when you see it, you trash it. Fundamentally, kind of sound strategy.
Yeah, you kind of have to. You could ice it up.
Oh, doesn't looking back at it. Oh, hostile architecture being rest before the trash. Get even more of that pressure. Just tempo damage, as it's called. Attacking the runner here.
All the credits that Pouch of Lavender has managed to keep for herself are now paying off as she can threaten stuff like this and potentially all the ice that's protecting the 2 key assets are all scary. And it looks like Dante decided not to trash anything, instead going back on the decision, not wanting to take the damage.
That's a really tough spot when you can't clear the front company, you don't clear anything, and stuff will be piling up. Fat going to get even more counters. After this turn, even if we score our agenda, still would to do damage next turn. And
Fermenter hits the board.
Shoutouts to Reseki.
We have the option. I mean, Dante has the option of playing a copulation and getting rid of one of the assets, probably the hostile architecture
Yeah,
without taking the damage. Mhm.
Yeah, dodging the damage because not counted as thrashing technically. And that would open you up for everything else. We are checking the archives.
We're
Or
just
turning
showing.
one face up
Yep.
for the
Kind of
advancement. And the one
screams
remote we didn't
Regenesis.
know the information yet. If that's just a table regenesis, that's so huge.
That would be quite big for the corp here.
Wait, did we use Aukko this turn?
I don't
No,
think we have.
think so.
It looks like we does. No, we don't have the counters anyway.
Yeah, do we just see 2 advances?
That would be my guess here.
2 advancements into score Fuji would be game changing. Definitely is like the biggest swing the alcoholists can do to you.
We were jamming a card that might be a power
Install
as a B. Single advancement.
Oh, just a table hybrid release?
Just a table hybrid release. 3
Yeah,
damage.
It's not the tempo. Did we have powers be on the table?
I don't think we
so.
rezzed it. We definitely don't have it rezzed for now.
Yeah, and
Finds more breakers, I think. So it's starting to look a little bit annoying for Dan to break ice.
yeah, simul chips still online, but even when you have to spend all of your simul chips to install your breakers, that's a lot of other econ you're not getting back with it.
Absolutely. For now, one more card gets installed thanks to the 2-1. We scored all the 2-1s on the corp side, so there's no more fast advance lines. We'll have to naturally score more agendas from by advancing them regularly in the future. But for now, all the extra free FUT damage has been done. It looks like we have a judge call. Looks like we did forget to res a power SB. I think that past the damage, it is a little too late to do so. We will see what the judge decides to go for.
Yeah, I think. I'm not sure if that was German in the judge call, but I think Plitik clearly can read that it was not used.
Yeah, we couldn't get that value right away, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I think still luckily pretty much on corp. Like if there was an evaluation bar, it would be decently favoring the corp right now.
I would say so. The board is looking extremely scary for the runner on this side. It's like the core board is proliferating and expanding. We're on the 3rd line of assets right now.
Yeah, just still there is a out of just access to Fuji.
Yes.
Just
that
find
would
the
be...
Fuji's of course always converting, but
I think we forgot to charge the FUT. No, never mind. We just realized.
yeah, there
Very
it is.
good.
And with 3 points, any Regenesis in the Fuji just wins the game outright on the corp side. Runner thinking about his option. The front company still was around, so has to go HQ or central server first. And then we might need to use the simul chip for the compilation. Not sure if that was in the bin. No, still in hand.
Still in hand, okay. So the option of going check a central, install the compilation, wheels the hostile, and then run to trash the front company leaves you 1 click to spare, a lot of credit still to play, and a position that can be salvaged. But we don't have a lot of clicks to check the face downs, and we definitely don't have the resources right now to trash the FUT or the cohort, which are still generating more and more value for Patch of Lavender.
Yeah, going compilation first, because otherwise if we access an agenda, damage would knock it out of hand.
Absolutely makes total sense. Finds an anemone.
Yeah, that's just damage going on later, not coming to play right now. Fuji would have been just lethal there, kind of interestingly.
You're absolutely right. Fuji would have been lethal. That's the position where Dante is right now. It has to play through the option of dying to a random Fuji axis.
And do we still need to leave the? Or we're running the
FUT?
we're running the FAT. Might be. Oh, white space.
It's just a
Seems
white
like.
space.
Is that fine?
We can't go through it for free. We have to break it somehow, or at least make a credit in any way.
Yeah, simul shipping out some sort of breaker. No AIs in the deck, so just the decoder Unity coming online, and does break for solid 2 credit. No, yeah, has to go down to 1 credit to break. And yeah, just having 2 cards left in hand, and I think 1 click remaining.
I think, yeah, 1 click remaining. We got rid of some of the threats on the board. The front company is still available, but it looks like we decide to go.
Going
for
down to 1 card in hand.
1 card is really scary. A single Reaper function wins the game here.
Is that a Regenesis on table?
That one is also game winning. It looks like it's another FUT.
Let's cut.
And a cohort.
Oh, this is going to be damage on the Bloodboard as well, but I don't think we can fast advance.
Moonpool plus a 3x can be fast advance from hand. I don't think there's
could be
Blood in the Waters in this list. Because there's no 3x outside of the 2 Regenesis. So if we can fast advance our Regenesis, this is the game-winning FUT damage.
Yeah, do we have a...
We're digging for it. We need the second. We only have 1 Moonpool left, so the fast advance options are very limited right now.
Yeah, 100%. But this is kind of the turn where you probably can push a Regenesis on the table, just like camping out. Yeah,
and we know there's an anemone in hand, so anything behind ice would ask of Dantes to find 2 to 3 cards in hand to tank the damage.
That's a correct line. Install bite behind the white space and install just Regenesis on the table.
Oh, that would be evil. Looks like our cameras are glitching slightly. I don't know if it's only on my end or...
I think it's only... Never mind.
And we're back, okay. My Discord was acting weird. I think the stream is okay though.
Thinking about the options here, I think install 3 is definitely a valid option to think about.
I think you really want to install the anemone at some point, because it will be just game ending to use it.
Yeah, could be like anemone on the FAT, anemone on the agenda. Like, yeah, anemone protect...
Oh, we found the last Moonpool. This might be the score. We have 1 click left. We're just popping the Moonpool.
Yeah, do we have 2 agendas in the bin?
Looks like we do. It's
that is
2 Fujis.
Double Fuji.
Just a single advancement left for Pudgelam to score the agenda.
Yeah, probably just... I think there was a Regenesis in hand.
Yep, going through the lines here.
We don't need the extra effect. Just scoring 1 to deal 1 damage.
And that's it. That is game. Pouch of Lavender takes this game by flatlining the opponent thanks to that 1 FUT damage plus the Bladderword. Dante just could not keep up with the economic pressure of all the assets and the tempo damage that all the different cards were dealing. Let's jump in with the players and see what they're talking about.
Like the pressure is so good that you can race it up. So
yeah.
If you don't have a quick start.
I mean, I thought like maybe I messed up the pressure because like I was above the Bladderword range for a while, so like I didn't do that much crit damage, but eventually we break the board.
so they can hear your post game.
Okay, okay, they want to hear us talk. Yeah.
Yeah, also I had to keep the credits because I already saw the measure that I knew you had it.
Yeah, I had it in hand. So, yeah. It was a good move not stealing the Fuji from Ahmed.
I mean, neither option that feels good.
What?
Like neither option feels good. Like not stealing it, but also stealing it.
Yeah, it's the fork, right? Like, do you ever play deep dive against a Yuko decks, or is that
Mostly not. Like, is there a finisher card? Like in yesterday, I played it in one game and it closed the game. But yeah, I didn't play any Okos or like damage Jinteki. So
okay? This makes sense. Yeah, thank you for the game.
You can put the mic back once.
Okay.
You don't have to talk.
Yeah, we don't have to entertain the people.
Oh, I think the other side.
Yeah. Okay, cute. Who's commenting the stream, by the way?
Wowarlok and Aksu.
Shoutouts to the commenters.
But I think that round is complete. We still have to wait a bit for the couple next ones. And I think 5 minutes until left of this round. And then I think about 10 minutes break. But I will be going on my union mandated break.
I was about to
And
say.
I think Tradon is going to be jumping in, replacing me for a couple rounds. And I hope you will have a good time in the meantime.
Absolutely.
And everybody go drink water in the 15 minutes about we have before next round.
Yeah, stay ready, folks. We'll be right back with round 3 as soon as the games are on. Thank you for watching for now.
Test. Ich habe mal den Discord-Filter angemacht. Wenn der nicht funktioniert, versuche ich mich an einen Ort zu setzen. Hier ist so leichtes Rauschen im Hintergrund. Ah gut, ja super.
Countdown says 5 seconds. I'm not sure how.
Live? Are we live?
I think so. I hope so. Maybe. But anyways, if we are live, hello and welcome. Countdown is done. Let's see how long this takes. But it can't be that long anymore. As far as I heard, some of the last games got into overtime. And yes, by the way, we are live. As far as we're talking in this channel, we're also talking on stream. So yeah, short break, 0 seconds. should be on every second now.
Yes.
We don't know what game we're going to see right now.
No, it's unclear.
But
No.
this also will be there in a second.
If I could, I would vote for the Basel Augie matchup. I mean, the other matchup is probably Combo PD against Hiram. It sounds.
We do see.
And we got it. Nice.
Are you sure? Isn't this Dante shuffling right now? So let me have a look into Cobra and then we will be on in just a second. It does say we're playing Council against Dante, which is the lower bracket right now. Leo against Hiram.
So we can't get access to the lists, right?
I'm just looking right now if I can see them on Cobra. I can't, I guess.
Yeah, for me at least, it's not on Cobra.
No, it's just the players, but I'm pretty sure our stream host does have them, and maybe he can just put them into the chat for us here in our channel,
Yeah, that
so
would
we
be
can
great.
have a look.
Oh, it's not PD, it's Leo. Okay, haven't said anything.
Yeah, it's Leo. We've seen this game or this deck in the first round today as well. So I'd say pretty standard Leo Glacier deck. Yeah, there's the list in the chat, in the channel chat. If you know, you have to click on the top right corner of the Discord stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We do
one
see...
Anoetic, one Miyoshu, one Bite. Okay.
Okay. I've not seen this one today, but interesting. I like it. I already like the deck.
Sure. Yeah.
I already like the deck now.
Interesting. Oh, Audrey Hiram. That's something. Yeah, I like it. Actually, I played quite a similar list yesterday in the AMT. In lot. I'm not crazy.
Sorry, I just was distracted for a second. What did you say? Sorry.
I believe it's just full of the most evil cards you can potentially play. Like it's something I would do.
What? Full of the most evil cards? What deck is he talking about?
Oh, I deactivated the sound of the stream because I want to hear your beautiful voice.
No, we can also hear the players here in our streaming setup sometimes.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, sometimes it's interesting to hear what they're saying, but most of the time it's a little bit distracting for me, so I don't really need it.
Yeah, for me too. So I decided not to use it.
Okay. So what do we have? Hiram, Audrey, yeah, as you said, but otherwise looks kind of normal, I'd say. Or do you see
Yeah, I
anything?
mean it's a bit more event heavy, of course. So pressure spike, Echelon Unity. So we got a solid rig. But it will be quite hard because the only real win con is one deep dive, and
I mean,
finding agendas against Leo can be difficult. So remote lock is a strategy, and then you play basically without or with three
why is it?
in
I'm,
left.
I think that was the question you've asked before, but why is it playing Hiram with only 10 hardware? Doesn't that like seem a little bit low?
That's not so problematic. I mean, Simulship gives 2 triggers each.
Okay.
And I mean, your normal round only goes 10 turns, so I think you can aim for 8 to 10 triggers.
Yeah, okay. If you get like 8 triggers, that should be fine. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Or probably it's because you said deep dive is the only win con. I mean, sure, Hiram is also kind of extra win con in the way that you can decide if you really want to commit to running R&D or not. So you don't need the multi-axis like twinning or something to get the R&D value. You just run if it's value. And I think that's a good thing against Leo, because then if you play twinning or something, you do have to run through the ice and pay. And with Hiram, you just do that if you really want to, and then you commit and run maybe twice because of Leo, but then you are in and get the agenda, and you don't spend money if you don't need to, kind of. So yeah, I think the
Yeah,
combination of
it
then
sounds a bit like Magical Lands, and it's probably just bad, but yeah.
maybe, but on the other hand, he's in a top cut right now, so it does work for something, I guess. I think it's not even that crazy to assume that he may just try to shaper lock the remote or something as good as he can, and then only run R&D if it's worth it. So he doesn't have to like spend too much resources.
Strategy, but I think the biggest problem is the brands are super taxing. And installing the rig is quite expensive too. So I guess
isn't
it will
even
be
that taxing for pressure spike then. I mean, yeah, okay, it's still 5 credits, yes, but yeah.
Yeah.
There are worse
It's 5
characters.
credits, 4 to install.
We will see. Let's see what's happening right now. Touchstone, new car, a little bit more money here and there. And Leo just icing up their centrals for now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't expect too many interactions that early on. A pinhole is not so
Yeah,
useful.
I mean the Leo
Fine.
deck is on 3 humanoid and a Charlotte, so maybe having that pinhole is quite helpful. Also getting rid of some upgrades as well. And I'm just looking at the list. It does play one Mushu, which I also find interesting Leo. It's 4 influence, but also it can just close out the game when you're from basically from 2 points or something. If you have the right
Yeah.
setup, combined with seamless launch and stuff, so you don't need that many clicks. We've seen this yesterday from Nuvem as well, so it
That could be.
happens.
Yeah, I mean, Leo tends to slow roll agendas
Yeah, and
because
then
normally the remote is the safest place.
having the option to just put on all your money you saved for your eyes anyways and just close out the game by that seems
Yeah.
not to be the worst idea.
I mean, Pinhole is in theory a neat card, but after icing archives, it can get a bit iffy.
We will see. We do see Simulchip, we do see Anycam, we do see nothing. Oh, we do see Deep Dive going into the bin.
Yeah, the deck don't play Peter Chow, right?
It
And
does.
it's super hard to set up
It
against
does,
Leo
does play
anyways.
features now.
Oh, okay, yeah, but and even then, it's quite hard to land.
The money goes up for Leo now. They will need this money in the over the course of the game for all their eyes. They do play a quite bit of expensive eyes like Ansel 2 and Mick and Brun.
Mhm.
Also one architect deployment test, which I very much like because of exactly this very costly eyes.
Because of the luminal ban, you needed points.
Yeah, I know, but still, I like the choice of architect.
Yeah, I mean, there are two main archetypes in Leo. One with 3 ADTs, a bit faster version, and the normally 7 gender version, but this one is a bit of a hybrid. 7.
Yeah, just play Let Them Dream 3 times so they can.
I'm bad at gender counting.
We do see overclock
Okay,
and
interesting. I mean, Audrey fulfills 2 functions in the deck. The one is card cycling with Anikam, and the other one is breaking, of course. But
also, you do get the if you trash like he did now, he did now trash the extra Anikam from hand and get the Hiram trigger to look at R&D, which he's
yeah,
quite
that's a
down.
neat interaction. I like it.
Yeah. Also, you can just save quite a lot of money sometimes, even if it's like not your main breaker. If you just put it in with the rest of the normal suit, kind of, you still get some runs where you, even if you just break one of the eyes with Audrey and just get extra value out of that. Yeah. Putting away a steel skin in the corpse turn to draw 3 cards with extra Anikam draw. Also, yeah, the Audrey does do a lot of value right now. Even if it doesn't have tokens and can't break anything, it's doing a lot of kind of shapery stuff right now by getting Anikam triggers, getting Hiram triggers, getting discards. And now the pinhole and also the combination of pinhole and Audrey, and now he can, if he needs to, get through basically everything. I mean, 1 token, the corp does play some eyes with more than 2 subroutines. Quite a lot actually in this list.
Yeah.
Only like Boomy and Drafter, but also you can often let one of these subroutines fire, like make or maybe break one with Bran and then break the other with.
drauf auf der Cool. Ja, kein Ding.
Trashing another card.
Yeah.
Making a run on HQ, trashing another card, getting the token back. That's very valuable for the Rodri. So they did spend a token but gain one back. I do not see the credits. Oh, okay. I do see the credits, but what tokens are these for council? Is it a 1 and a 3 or a 1 and a 5?
I think it's quite hard to get in the server still, but there's a propeller in hand that's quite neat. Wait a second.
He did discard the SMC for Rodri, yes? He did not use it or something. So yeah, we do see an overclock. We do see, I'm not sure. Okay, my question is kind of answered. That was a 5 credit because he does play Harmony AR Therapy and getting back some stuff. I know lots of people don't like this card. I've not played it that often, but I do kind of like it. Even more so in this deck where you have like a lot of valued cards you can get off. You can get back Deep Dive, which he does now. He can get back a Pinhole for the trash. He can get back more hardware if needed for more triggers. So I mean, it doesn't cost you any influence in Shaper, and I think depends on the matchup, but it's quite versatile to get like 5 cards back. He's on 4 credits now, so the red one was a 5. And over to the corpse turn, which will get more money out of this regolith emptying it. And let's see what's happening now. Most likely installing something on the Tranquility as well, getting more cards, more credits, whatever. More credits, it seems, yes. I mean, as I said already, they will need a lot of money for their eyes at some point when the runner is set up and tries to contest the remote. They will have to rest and then spend a lot of credits at some point, and maybe have the option of Mushu as well. What do you think, Tyrus? Is this an agenda already in the server, in the remote? Echelon gets played with rigging up to stake credits.
I mean, without pre-advancing, it will be slow rolled anyways.
Not it doesn't have to. If they have seamless launch, they can score it out. But even
Yeah,
then,
but it's only one agenda you can score with seamless, and with 1 card or 2 cards in hand, it's quite hard to.
No. There's also Let Them Dream, which you could score with seamless. I mean, yeah, right now we do see they do install and double advance, which does seem not to be a Charlotte then, most likely, because yeah. And I mean, they do have 2 eyes, they do have 1 upgrade, they do have the Leo ability to kick the runner out, and all the runner has right now is a Audrey with 1 token for the 2 eyes plus Leo and the Echelon. But also they do have a Samuel chip which they might use to get back the SMC or something if it's still there. I don't know if he shuffled it back earlier, but still they do have Shaper options, but they are a little bit low on money. Okay, playing Sure Gamble now, so they do have the money from that as well as the money on Touchstone if they play, for example, Overclock or something. They might get in, you never know with Shaper, but the question is, can they, do they want to, and can they do it twice with Leo?
I mean, it's okay to force Leo trigger on an ice, so you can just pinhole the unknown card, install propeller, and run.
Do they still have Pinhole?
Yeah, there's a second one in hand.
Is it?
Or the same. I'm not
I
sure.
can't see it, but it's fine. Yeah, no, it's okay if they have it. Yeah, pinholing the unknown card and then trashing it with Touchstone money, I guess. And okay, we do see the SMC.
Okay, maybe there's no propeller in hand because installing SMC
and Overclock. And now they do only have 1 more click afterwards, I guess. So it is the 3rd click as far as I've seen, yes? There's the first run. What do you do? Do you take do you take propeller, or do you take the more expensive pressure spike to just be ready? Because you can't really use propeller more than once here.
You need the pressure spike.
Or you
yeah, but that's
use
Unity. Because I think propeller is in hand. So I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen it as well. The propeller is in hand, so I mean, you can use Audrey, but still you will. Yeah, they only have 1 click left, so they think they do decide not to break, or still thinking. It might be, it's hard to see, but it might be they also have pressure spike in hand as well. Which does seem odd for me then to make the run with the SMC. But yeah. They do draw for the last click, or was it for Anakin? No, it was last click draw and keep going.
Yeah, the Bran is a problem for sure. We have to pay a lot to get in the server.
It
Oh,
is a 4 point. It's a, no,
no,
it's
it's
a
a
legendary. It was the second to last card.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they do take a center message.
Yeah, I think he put it under the deck. So
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Just wants to get
Yeah,
rid of that. And okay, Council taking his time to shuffle quite a lot. And install another card.
Yes.
I do think they feel kind of safe still. They do have the buffer drive as well now, getting the peak on R&D again. And that's what I mean. If you like get the Hiram trigger every turn, at some point there should be an agenda there, and then there's one ice and you have to order it. And even if they like force you with the Leo with this one ice, then it's gone. R&D is open, and you don't have to commit.
it's
You don't have
fine.
to pay anything. And they do go for R&D, so it seems they did find something there. It is slight near, but still with Unity doesn't really pose any
That's
problem.
still not uncostly.
Yeah, sure, but still they do have enough money and then may go with Touchstone and stuff as well, and so they do have enough money to get through. And Sleipnir is not a Bioroid, so they cannot. Oh, okay, it wasn't even an agenda. It was just in brackets, just the humanoid. But also they do get a token on Audrey for that.
Yeah, the
Yes.
token is quite neat.
Yeah, and getting rid of the humanoid, installing Simul chip, seeing the next card on R&D as well with Hiram, because it's whenever, so you can even do it more than once.
I mean, the problem is still you look at, I don't know, 8 to 10 cards in the game. It means you see 1.5 agenda or so, in theory.
I mean, 8 to 10 cards should be 2 agendas normally.
1 to 2.
Yeah, statistically speaking, you never know, obviously, but because as you said, you will get like 2 triggers from Simul chip as well, not just one. Can get another one with buffer drive, etc. So you can get like at least 2 agendas over the game if it goes long enough, sure. But having 2 extra agendas from R&D without even like running 10 times seems
Yeah,
not
we
even
don't have to
that
discuss about if the card's good or not because it's clearly bad, but
bad. Don't say it like that.
I'm a notorious Hiram hater.
I don't know how good it really is, but I think it can be at least worth it. I think let's put it a different way. In this matchup, it's worth it, I guess, because you do have you will get a longer game. In a very fast game, you will not get that much value out of that, but in the long game against the Glacier deck, you will get.
Yeah, but that's true for every.
They do play humanoid resources and then caveat Emperor to, as far as I can see, next turn get another click at it.
Yeah.
Using Steelskin on Audrey again to draw more cards.
I mean, Kavit is a bit. Some people love it, some people hate it. I guess it's okay. So, Tryon, what do you think about the board state? Would you say the runner's favorite?
I'm still not sure. I'd say the longer the game goes, in this case, it's difficult to say because both decks build up a lot and get stronger over the course of the game. Right now, the runner is very poor still. They don't have much economy. They still need the pressure spike and to pay it and everything. And then yeah, still have the money to get in like twice. We don't know if there's another agenda right now. Okay, we do see Pitchasau in hand. Played on the Boomy, which
I'm
is...
really not a fan of the alt art.
Yeah, whatever. But they do discard the strike fund with Audrey to get the strength up and break Boomy, getting their click back. Access 1 card. Do we see anything? I do see 1 ice in hand. I'm not sure about the rest. And we do see a
good to know.
trash as well. Very nice.
Yep. That is cancel on 3 credits, correct?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
That's the thing. He's very poor still, but everything else he does build up, set up all the time, even more. Getting the clickbait from Pitchasau.
Yeah, but we, as we said, we need a lot of money to get in the remote. So
Yeah, that's the problem kind of right now. They do have the pinhole, which will help as well. I mean, they can use stuff like Audrey to get into the remote way cheaper, but still 3 eyes and having to go twice at least, maybe more.
it's hard. And now, if Dante starts to advance the card, you have to really respect Yoshu too. So
we do not see anything like coalescence or something in the deck. Yes,
Yoshu, we talked about it.
Yeah, I think he just oh yeah, there it is. He did draw it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Which also, if you now install advance, you can with seamless just threaten out game point already. Can be quite scary for the runner.
Or with Méliès, with a Méliès click. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't even need seamless in this case if you advance.
Yes. So if it's a 5-3, it has to be.
But also, if you have Méliès and 2 seamless, you don't even need to advance it. You just play seamless, advance it, and then you shoot out. So he doesn't even have to advance it right now and show there is it. He can just, yeah.
It makes it quite hard to get a read.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say, there's no coalescence or anything, so the runner can't get any money from these Samuel chips or something on extra.
They have to use it probably for fighting the propeller.
Yeah, basically propeller and maybe Pitchasau are the only things you can really use the sandwich chips for, yes? Okay. He will get rid of most likely the middle card, I guess. Yeah. Let's see what it is. It is the automatic, yeah. Very important to get rid of that before making any runs there. And not sure how many clicks he has left. There are these 6 click tokens now, but I'm not sure if they both counting or just using them when needed with Pitchasau and Caveat Emperor and whatever.
Yeah. Oh, my Akku is quite low actually.
There's the propeller. Doesn't cost anything with Dizzy Mizzy. And over to the corp. Do we see game here? Double seamless, let's go.
And
I
now
don't think
we
so.
we
It doesn't look like it.
seriously can thread the remote.
Okay, he does double advance it. Maybe not having the
I mean, being on 3
see
credits
this.
is still a problem.
Yeah. Okay. He does throw away
this.
creative commission just to draw another card with any cam. And overclock. Also getting another credit on touchstone. Having, yeah, kind of money right now. He does have 10 credits. He does have the Rodri extra break without money. Also, MIC plus Leo will take him at least like 3 clicks to get in, so he can't really afford to play anything else.
Yeah. Now it's a hard decision. You can expect another Bayreuth inside, like first position, I guess. Oh no!
No, it's another MIC.
But double MIC is really click taxing, so that's interesting too.
Still, if he now pushes him out with Bran, it does seem he will break it with Rodri. If he now pushes him out with Bran and then use both MIC, that would be enough, but he doesn't. Yeah, it's just 1 point, so he just gives it up and did have the runner spend a lot of money and stuff there.
Yeah, keeps the runner busy.
Yeah, and poor kind of already. They did
Poor.
spend
Yeah.
tokens,
Busy
they
and poor.
spent money. They did spend propeller tokens, Rodri tokens, money from touchdown. They did spend cards for Rodri. They did spend overclock. So yeah, even if it's like only cost them 1 real credit, all of this, it did still cost them a lot of resources. Yeah, now you need like a whole turn just to get into this remote. Doesn't matter if you can break and pay all the stuff twice, sure, but in every case you need like 4 clicks just to get in there.
Yeah. You can't really pivot to centrals. At least not with singles. Yeah, that's a bit unreliable. Or Dante's drawing. I guess he looks for something that he can jam. The thing is,
Yeah, I think
humanoids
some
are out.
install at all would be very nice just to the
Ice
tranquility trigger
HQ.
as well. But they didn't.
That's certainly a decision. So no unhinged U or Shaper U anymore. Gamble is money. That's
Yeah, they do have 12 credits now. They did discard the strike fund last turn to recycle it with buffer drive.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do get a lot of more Hiram triggers out of buffer drive plus Audrey. If you can like just throw something away, get the Hiram trigger, get it back in the deck with buffer drive, and then do it again, you can do it more than just like 8 times or something.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the tricks you can pull up.
It did draw 2 cards, I guess, 2 or 3 even. Having another hedge
Yeah.
fund, getting more money. What's that on hand? Is it the bite? It is. I love bite.
Oh, I have no clue. I
It
see
is the bite. It was the bite. I'm pretty sure they did draw the bite. I mean, the funniest thing could be just to have the runner kind of run into this remote at some point, spending cards with Audrey and then killing them with bite.
It's,
Sure, wishful thinking, but still, it might happen. You
Yeah.
never know. They do have the deep dive in hand now. Maybe that was the reason why they did Ice HQ, so they don't get iceless if they push the Boomy or something. Because I think you do have to respect the deep dive at least. Having one deep dive, seeing 8 cards, no Melies city line out of the game right now. If you have 2 Melies and they are on 1 point, that's game already. So you absolutely do not want that to happen. And as you know, I'm pretty sure, because I know you've played like combo stuff like that, you can just do things like use the pitcher Sao, then getting Leo'd out or something, and then use the pitcher Sao with Simul Chip again to get enough clicks for your deep dive turn.
the
Absolutely possible.
it's
And
clear
yeah,
that you say playing deep dive is combo, but yeah, I can see. Yeah, it's possible, but still, I think you have to find at least one gender before.
you want to, yeah, but still, as I said, 2 Melies in thing. Oh, I mean, you do have to pay a click for Melies as well to steal, yes. So it's yeah, okay. So it's not that likely to just steal 2 of them with deep dive.
Yeah,
Still,
actually now time is also a consideration. We
yeah,
only have 4 minutes.
you have 4 minutes. Okay, they did use burner. They were Leo'd out, and then they are running again and hitting the bite. I love to see it just because I do. I like bites. There's the deep dive. I think even more so with having the time concerns, getting rid of the deep dive is very valuable now.
Yeah.
Because the deep dive can just push you over to get over the
Yeah, it's
points, the
unlucky that the buffer drive is already used, I guess.
The buffer drive was used for the first run. They did use Strike Fund in the first run for Audrey and did push it back under the deck.
Yeah. I mean, you can still buffer drive for deep dive, so.
Yeah. A lot of people forget that buffer drive has a second ability at some point, but it did win me games sometimes. Sometimes you just need this one card and then, yeah, just go for it. Sure, right now he's cycling through like strike funds all the time and using Steelskin to draw stuff and creative, which he did cycle already before and stuff. But still, at some point it might be an option to just put the deep dive back onto the deck and then use it. Looking at the top card. Right now, you only need this one card from R&D to win with 2 minutes left. You only need this one agenda on R&D and then go for it. And it's way easier for the runner to get into R&D than to get into this remote. There's a humanoid as well. I'm thinking Dante has to really consider it because sure, humanoid is great, but he doesn't have much time left anymore. And if he plays humanoid now, next turn uses it and then still has to score. Also, Council is on 17 credits by now. He did install the... It was not the humanoid, yes. Yeah, he did install and advance. Taking 2 credits with Tranquility, and I think they're both asking about how much time is left. Yeah, Council doing the run, paying the credit price for MIC using Samuel chip for the pressure spike install. I think with 40 seconds, this looks like the last turn anyways. Yeah, they have something being spoken there, but being done. He did pay a lot of stuff. I did lose Tyrus, but because his laptop battery is down, but I think for the last few seconds. Right now, he's in the middle of the run, doing stuff, discussing some triggers, I guess. Okay. I'm not sure what happened. I think they're getting it back. I'm making a second run. I'm not sure. Let's see. Question is this an agenda and can Council get in? It absolutely looks like an agenda, but it also can just be the Charlotte getting the runner to spend all their stuff to run into this remote. Then being the Charlotte, not giving the runner no points at all, and then having the corp just win 2-1 on time could also be a tactic there, because if they expect the runner to be able to get in, as Shaper tend to do. Yeah, he did use Leo to ditch the Bran and push Council out. Council going in again, using their last or another strike fund with Audrey to break, to get money to break as well. And they do steal an agenda, and it's 2-2. Who wants the higher seat? Because that does absolutely look like a tie now. And Council was the higher seed because it was first after Swiss, so it seems like they just won this game in this way. still throwing away 3 strike funds, and yeah, extremely close game, extremely close finish in the end. And Council managing the draw with the last minute let them dream steal, and getting the draw, getting the win out of the higher seed and going on forward. So Hiram does take it, even if they did not get a lot of runs on R&D with it, but still, yeah, he did manage to win. Interesting finish. I think we do have okay, I think we do have lunch break now till 2:15, so 1 hour lunch break from now on, and then we'll be back with round 4 afterwards, and then the final rounds. Maybe have a little short look at the bracket, Iole, because afterwards we do see Council winning. What was the result from Basserton and Augustus? I think you do have, yeah, to refresh there. Basserton and Augustus is not in yet, but maybe you can tell me just from looking around in the room. Basserton did win with Op against Sebastião, so Augustus is out, Dante is out. We do have Council and Basserton now. I'm not 100% sure if they have to switch sides, but most likely, as Council now played runner, Basserton this game played corp, I guess most likely they will switch rounds and will be playing Méliès from Council against, what is it? Where is it? Let's see. Against Muslihat from Basserton. So I guess that should be our next matchup. And then whoever wins this game will advance to play against Pouch of Lavender. No, but that was the last game. Yeah. The one who won Pouch of Lavender or Seymour, one of them, but still first game will be Basserton against Council. So yeah, everyone have fun with your lunch break and be back in an hour. Till later.
fighter. Lighting in fire. Fight.
yourself is.
Yeah, I would visualize.
This is when you were broke and poor.
Right, having directors interested in me and people that I respected saying, I like